you set your event up, because no doubt you will set it up with your own time in mind. So be mindful of that. In order to make an event successful, in other words, to get sign-ups, it's usually best to sort of try and sort of find a happy medium in the time. Usually UK time, that's around 9 o'clock in the evening, where most people will be able to sort of commit themselves, if you like, to be able to sign up to your event, due to many reasons in real life, perhaps, you know, time getting home from work or kids, something like that. And reoccurs, well, that should again be self-explanatory, but basically what you're doing here is setting a expiry date as to when the event will stop. So you could set it to reoccur weekly, monthly, or once a year. Don't commonly use this, I'll be honest, not generally. We have set it up for our kin birthday. That's probably one of the things that will come up every year without a fail. For this, I'll untick that, but I think you generally get the idea. Event sign-ups. Now, in the previous guide, I've explained exactly how you go about setting up on your forum account, website account, the characters that you have in game, what the classes are, etc. That's important for this feature. Now, when you're setting up the event, you can have a sign-up cut-off time, either as at the event, 15 minutes before it starts, and so on, or never. Okay, so it defaults to that time of event. Group size is not generally relevant. It doesn't really have a bearing on how many people can sign up. In fact, an infinite number of people can sign up to your event, all the better, of course. It does have a bearing on a feature that, you know, myself, the officers, the raid leads, the social leads will all have enabled to them for their role. So I'll set it as 6 for now, just to show you exactly how that will affect it. So there we go. So as you can see, my link here is active, and the text there. Medallion of passage, oh, and look, it works. So for example, by mouse overing it, I can see what the item description is within the website itself without having to go in game. Be careful with that, because some names have accented parts within them. Exclude the accented part, just use the normal lettering. Just a tip there. Now, when your event is set up, if you set reoccurring, you'll have more than one event instance, obviously, but if you've only set it up for a one-off, then it will only show the one instance where you've set the date. Now, for everybody signing up to an event, again, this is where my mention earlier about how you set up characters on your account, this is where it becomes important, because this is the only way that you'll be able to show your participation or wanting to participate in a group event that's set up on the calendar. So you click on the circle with a yellow circle with a green plus sign on it, and you'll get this next screen. So from the characters that you've added to your account, you would then be able to specify who you want to bring. So let's say I wanted to bring Arc Warden as a warden to this event particularly. So I'll sign up. So clearly it puts me in a class group as wardens and who I'm bringing. Okay, now I can unsign from the event by simply clicking that same button again, which now has a minus symbol in it, of course, and that will do just the trick. So let's just add him back again. Okay. Now about signing up, of course, in a recent meeting we've had to date here in June, we talked about event signing up. You know, what happens if you can't attend for any reason. The best thing to say is try and sort of attend, of course, goes without saying, but where if you are unable to for whatever reason, please do leave a comment and unsign yourself from the event. If you're going to be late, just comment. You know, it's just about giving people a heads up, because don't forget you've got 5 other people apart from yourself that are interested in the event that may then otherwise hang around. If for any reason your event only gets half the number of sign-ups for something up to 6-man groups, you know, that you're intending to do, i.e. Calendar, please don't cancel your event. Please just ask in kin chat at the time if there's any other people that can fill the void, if you like, at the time. So giving it as best chance as possible to get off the ground and not to waste other people's times who have maybe made special arrangements to be on at that time. With raids, you'll often find that in the event description it's asked if people can be there a certain time before the event. Now, I appreciate for some this may not be doable. what I would say for the most part is please do, where you know you've set up yourself to be taking part in a raid, the character that you're going to bring, make sure that they are on location or ready to be summoned with all the things that they've been asked to bring, i.e. tokens and pots and things like that, and food. And that way that when you do then log in, maybe 5 minutes to the hour, you're then pretty much instantaneously ready to sort of go ahead. The reason for raids, this has been important. Again, it takes a lot of effort to arrange them. Again, people are making effort to get there as well, so it's not just yourself you have to be concerned with, and also the time zone thing as well. I mean, these types of events are often led by people currently, not that always, but currently in time zones ahead or otherwise different from yourself. So keep these things in mind. Again, just let the sort of common courtesy sort of take hold. If for any reason there's an emergency or something, something's come up right away that you've got to attend, which is going to happen in real life, then you may not get time to leave a comment or unsign, which can happen. The only thing I can say to that is shout something in shout box very quickly, or sometime after, make a comment or something in that event, or just send a private message to the event setter. So it's just to sort of say that I couldn't come or something like that. I think you get the idea. I shouldn't have to explain any more than that. Publicising your event as well is another thing. Again, this is my concern, is getting these things off the ground. Please approach myself or officers of the kin to publicise your event as much as possible, be it by message of the day, sending out in-game mail. I will also be looking at hopefully with the developers of the website to enable an ability for it to email somebody a day or two in advance of the event taking place that they've set up for. So if that's in place by the time you're listening or seeing this video, then great. If it's not, then unfortunately it may be just not doable at this time or is on the to-do list, so bear with. And I think that pretty much covers everything, really. Again, so remember, in summary, to detail your event. The other thing is, if you do want somebody to lead your event, please do ask them in advance if it is somebody specifically, i.e. if you want to do a raid but not confident in leading one, ask one of the raid experts to do it for you. It's what they're primarily there for, to help you with, or one of the officers can do. Otherwise, currently Liana's quite up for that sort of thing. I would be as well, but again, time permitting at the moment. And we'll do our best to sort of get that going, but in advance would be ideal, so that we are able to mutually agree a date and time that suits everybody to be able to get it going confidently. Okay, I think that covers everything. If there's any questions about this, or if I've left anything out, I'm sure somebody will point that out. Send me a private message, please. I'll make any adjustments that might need to be done. Thank you.